What's going on, internet land? My name is Johnny. If you don't know me, and before I talk a little bit about my dear friend Tony Horn and Peanut X, I guess I'll tell you a quick story. Uh, I'm 33 years old right now. Last Christmas Eve, I turned 33, and the story going on in my head since that was going on in my head since August. Actually, it was since way before August, and it was way before even February 1st, 2022. Like way before that. Although last August, I was like scratching my head, going like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't think some miraculous event is gonna take place in order for you to start working out and exercising physically on a regular basis. The story that was going on in the background since February 1st, 2020, actually it was since way before that, because an event took place on February 1st, 2022. Ha ha ha. So this story had been going on since way before then. The story was like, oh, you know what, once I'm reaching my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, then I'm gonna start exercising physically, and then I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life. I'm gonna work out right, and I'm gonna be eating right, and if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna make sure to do it right. Uh, and that was the story going on in the back of my head. I was like, I'm good. Like I still have a six pack from when I was in college. Like once I'm hitting my targets, or once I'm achieving my goals, then I'll start working out on a regular basis, and I'm gonna take it serious. Like I still got a six pack from when I was in college, and the truth of the matter is that, you know, I'm 33 years old right now. I hadn't had worked out in over a decade. Like when I was in college, I dropped out of college when I was what, like 21 years old, 21 years old. Ha, 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 ha. So I hadn't worked out in over a decade, and the story in my head going on somehow is like, nah, I still have a six pack, like I'm good, and that was the furthest thing from the truth. Um, so back last August, I was like, nah, you know what? There's something seriously wrong with this. Like I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and enough is enough. And I said enough is enough. Like. And it started off with 1,000 push-ups in the morning. I would do 1,000 push-ups and 100 pull-ups, and then it evolved into 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and 100 curls. And then I was like, nah, hold on a second. In order to get results, I have to freaking also get in some cardio. So then I decided to start like walking a mile every single day, like to get some fresh air in my lungs and stuff. And that went on for quite some time. Like I remember, like I was even doing that like during Thanksgiving time and stuff. Um, and that went on for quite some time until I got a letter in the mail that I had to go to jury duty. The letter in the mail, I got that in December. And my birthday's on Christmas Eve, and at the time, I had an Apple emergency. I had an Apple emergency. There was something seriously wrong going on with my iPad. So rather than going to jury duty, I made an appointment at the Genius Bar at the mall, so that they can take a look at my iPad. What the hell was wrong with the iPad? That's a really great question. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. When you let your phone die too many times, like all of a sudden the phone commits suicide. Like the charger won't like bring it back to life or whatever. You have to use the charger for like your MacBook or something to like power up your phone. I don't know if that's happened to you. Well, I knew about that because I had an iPhone before. Well, I still have an iPhone right now. Although my old iPhone, I wouldn't really like I would just let it die like whenever the hell, and and then like one day, I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Well, I knew about that, so I knew never to let my iPad die. Yeah, like it died on me once, although I would never let it die for that very reason. And all of a sudden that started happening, like all weird. Um, so I made an appointment at the Genius Bar at the mall, so that they can take a look at my iPad, because it was an emergency. So long story short, I didn't go to jury duty. So I winded up like I was like, nah, well, I didn't go to jury duty, so like whatever a police officer sees me or something. So I quit going on the walk. On the I quit going for the mile walk every day. Um, mm. And on Christmas Eve, on my birthday, but by then I was already introduced to my dear friend Tony Hoyt and Peanut X. And on my birthday, I made a decision. I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis. I'm just gonna start exercising every single day, no matter what. Like I'm gonna start taking care of myself. I'm gonna start eating right and stuff. And you know, it's been 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 73. 173 days of the peanut yak challenge. Okay, like every single day, no matter what, no matter what. And then I found out not too long ago that in order to get results, you have to burn a lot of calories. So I took on this other challenge to burn 1,000 calories over the next 60 days. Um, 1,000 calories over the next 60 days, and it's day number 13 of that. Um, so here's an idea I want you to consider. Mm, mm. Okay, okay. Mm. We've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, right? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. Napoleon also wrote some other books like Outwitting the Devil, the Secrets to Freedom and Success, and he also wrote the Law of Success, like also by Napoleon Hill. And you know, there's also another book. It's called The Science of Getting Rich. It's by Wallace Wattles. The big secret in that philosophy is that you have to exercise physically on a daily basis, on a regular basis. You have to actually like eat right, and you have to take care of yourself. mm. And you have to like wake up in the morning, which I find quite fascinating. Um, here, I'll say this. You know, all the professional basketball players in the NBA, the only way it's even possible for them to be professional basketball players is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional football players in the NFL, the only way it's possible for them to be professional football players is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional baseball players in the MLB. The only way it's even possible for them to be professional baseball players is with Think and Grow Rich. And you know like I knew that all along. Although you know like the weird part is that I was unaware that they like exercise on a they exercise physically on an everyday basis in order for Think and Grow Rich to work. Uh, so the big secret, I guess, uh, is you don't have to wait for some miraculous event to take place in order to make a decision.